Hello and welcome back to another episode of playing MotoGP Online, and today I saw a pretty full Moto2 lobby, so I thought, why not, I'll join that. We don't ever do any sort of Moto2 Online. I thought I'd shake it up a little bit. Always doing the MotoGP class online, it does get a little bit repetitive, so here we are then for Moto2. I wonder if the dive bombers will persist into this category. So the first race then, we're actually on pole position, interestingly enough. It's a Siren 1-2. So I don't think you'd ever, well, I was going to say I don't think you'd ever see that, but it's not really possible, is it, for him to be on first or second, but I don't think you'd see that very often, him starting on pole. So the lights are on now, waiting for the lights to go here. I don't know why I've got the clutch in, I don't need it. The lights out and away we go, massive wheelie off the start then. Obviously you've got to remember there's probably people in this lobby that are using assisted electronics, so they'll have traction control, whereas I don't. As we go towards the first corner, I've gone in really wide there. First laps on the game for a couple of days. Almost hitting into the other Siren there, so you don't want the two Sirens colliding. It's going to crash already, but the lobby seems so clean so far. The Sirens have now collided. I hit him up the back. He went in a bit slower than I expected. Obviously I've got to get used to the brakes. Obviously the Moto2's not on the carbon brakes. Sliding on the inside of him, back up into third place now. Two Sky VR46 bikes ahead, and they've just took each other out, so the crashes do seem to persist between the categories. So we're up into the lead then here as Siren at Qatar. Obviously it's really nice to see Qatar in the evening as well. We haven't seen this since I did that career mode episode, which actually interestingly enough was also on a speed up, wasn't it, when I was racing in career mode on the factory speed up team. So we've got 7 temps in the lead right now. So here we go, then we've got someone right at the back of us. He's been taking liberties with the track limits a little bit, and I can hear his bike. It sounds really weird. I think it's just because he's lagging, but yeah, he's jolting forward and backwards. He's going to go for the outside of the first corner. That would be a brave move. He is obviously on the Sky VR46 bike, which for me is usually a bit of an indicator to watch out for somebody. If they're using the Sky VR46 bike, same if they're using Rossi or Marquez in MotoGP, usually means trouble. Same with the carbon bikes. I don't know why, it's just if people use certain bikes or whatever, they just always seem to be more dirty or a bit more aggressive, so I always watch out for that. And in Moto2, the category for that is definitely the Sky VR46 bike. So here we go then, he's still pretty close to me. I did put about a second into him around halfway through the lap, but I think I started to struggle with the tyre a little bit towards the end. I think he might have gone off the track a little bit as well, but I can't really tell. But that usually is an indicator. Someone's waiting up again, it's David again. Don't know why he always waits up. I hope he doesn't take me out again, because that'll be really annoying. It looks like that's his plan, because he's just made me go wide. Yeah, I've lost the lead now. Oh, there's been oh, well, the lead is down into the side of him. Well, that is any battle for the lead gone, which is really annoying. When people wait up, it's just so frustrating. So coming up towards the line then here, it's going to be a win for Siren at Qatar. Unfortunately, the race ended like it did. I was expecting a nice battle on the last lap, but it did get ruined. So then 8 seconds in the lead. Me and that other guy had got really far ahead of everybody else. He had pretty decent pace. I don't think he was quite staying on the tarmac, but it wasn't too bad. I think he might have had traction control on as well, but it was a nice little battle. Unfortunately, obviously, like I said, it got ruined right at the end. So then here we are at Argentina for the second race. So we're actually coming to Argentina a bit more as of late. Another Siren on pole position. So Siren with 2 poles in a row. He's just had a win as well. Will Siren get 2 wins in a row? That would be absolutely ridiculous. So the lights are off. They're waiting for the lights to go off now in this race. The lights on, away we go. And that was a terrible introduction to the race. I will admit that. I absolutely messed up the bit with the lights going out. But, you know, doesn't matter too much. We're up to third. Oh, well, we're up to first now because of some fantastic riding. Yeah, Sky VR46 bike hitting somebody else at the back. Kind of to be expected. Like I said in the previous race, it's a good indicator to see if someone's clean or not. We go to turn 2. The guy that got took out, he's rejoined the lobby now, so it's alright. Hopefully we can have a nice battle with him. I'm not too great at Argentina. It is cloudy though, so I've gone on the soft tyre. It could be a mistake. He's gone past me though through turn 4. He's lagging quite a bit. So I'm going to try and get some slipstream off him if I can. We go towards the right-hand side. Now he's going to the right-hand side, so I'm going to go to the left. He moves back to the right. You can't really keep doing that, to be honest. I mean, I don't think there's a rule in it like there is in F1, where you can't move side to side, but it's just a bit dangerous to just keep weaving side to side when someone's trying to find a way around you with the slipstream. I've gone onto the grass a little bit there into turn 6, so it's not been the best first lap for me. I made quite a big mistake into the penultimate turn and picked up a penalty. I turned in so early. So as we're getting ready to start the last lap then. We're only a little bit slower than him on this lap, but he is really far in front of us. He's got the home advantage, I suppose. He is Argentinian. So he probably knows, he's probably done lots of laps at the track. I didn't mean in real life, by the way, I did mean in the game, because obviously people do like to play their home track a bit more, is what I meant, but I realised it probably didn't come across that way when I said it. He's ran a little bit wide. We're actually making some decent time up on this lap, and unfortunately the Moto2 just wheelies a little bit out of turn 5 it was, through turn 6, with 6 tenths behind. He's got on the grass, so he's made a bit of a mistake there. Could we be getting close enough to have a look at a move? Well, that's a very legitimate line there, and that's just saved him, because he's still 6 tenths ahead, but you know, he gained a lot of time by doing that. It's a shame, because they don't get a penalty for doing that either, which is the most annoying thing. Obviously, I know I've got a little penalty anyway, so it probably would count out, but it's annoying that they don't even get a penalty for that. Through the penultimate turn, then trying to close up as much as we can. We did close up a bit. We'll probably get fastest lap of the race on this lap because we have done a pretty good lap. According to Lighto, 1 minute 39.5 I think it was on the last lap, but just missing out there on the victory. But it's a good race. This guy is very, very fast. So yes, fastest lap of the race. It must have been a 39.4 then on the last lap. 7 tenths of a second behind him. Obviously that's with my penalty, so I was only half a second behind. So it was very, very close, but fair play to him. He was quite fast. So then here we are at probably the worst track for online, the Chang International Circuit. So get ready for some redefined track limits. This lobby didn't seem too bad, so perhaps they won't be doing that, but we saw what they did in Argentina, so it's likely going to happen again. So the lights are on, waiting for the lights to go out here at the Chang International Circuit. The lights are away, we go massive wheelie off the start here on the MV Agusta. Obviously, I think balance performance on, but I've not really checked. We're up to second place already, we've had a great start. So we go around the outside to the first corner. Someone's dive bombed in on the Sky VR46 bike, which again kind of just shows, but it's actually worked for him, to be fair. I mean, I know he's gone massively off the circuit, but it has kind of worked for him. Here comes the Argentine on the left-hand side, the really fast rider that we've been battling with in the last couple of races. So we go past one Sky bike. Is he going to try and hang it around the outside? He's actually... I thought he was going to bring that to the Apex then for a second. We've gone a little bit wide, but we've kept... Well, we've taken the lead. We haven't kept the lead because we weren't actually leading going in. Oh, there's been a horrendous accident in the background. I don't know what's happened there. Looks a bit something similar to what happened in our career mode here at... Well, actually in Moto2, interestingly enough. So where there was quite a few rider pile-up, and it did involve our championship rival at the time. But let's get my head down then, try and pull away here, but it's going to be difficult because people just make their own tracks here. Oh, I've gone in way too hot into that last corner. Obviously not having the carbon brakes again has caught me out. Is that going to allow... Oh no, the other guy's gone in wide as well. So I thought I was going to allow him to get through, but he went in wide. So we've still got the lead for now. Okay, what was that? That was an illegitimate line. I guess that's what he did on the first lap, but he's got a terrible run because of it. So we're in the slipstream then. We're going to go to the right-hand side and try and retake the lead from Pointy Brain here. Up into the lead again we go. Is he going to swoop it around the outside? I've gone in really wide. He's hit me at the back, actually. I kind of came over on him a little bit, I guess, but not too much sympathies considering the way he overtook me earlier on in the lap. Okay, goodbye. He's just gone around the outside. I'm not going to leave him any room to come back on. And he's dived up the inside. He's taken the lead then with the exceeded track limits line. He's using the old school riding style. But here we go around the outside of the power. As early as we can, we flick the bike back underneath through turn 7. So we've taken the lead back. So actually some decent racing going on here. But it actually does strike me a little bit weird that he used an old school. I think I might have just pushed him onto the inside of the track there. But so that might have been slightly my fault. But he's got the lead anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, I guess. We've got about 2 seconds to the guy behind. So at this track, it's funny, the track extending track, you don't pull away as much as on the other ones, but we've got a really good run as we go down towards the last corner, around the outside. He's pushing me onto the curb. Here we go, then hitting the brakes, he's hit me at the back. Manzi not happy about that then, so we're both going to go in really, really wide. I'm trying to pick up the power as early as I can, a little bit on the green there, but to be honest, I did get pushed into the corner, so there wasn't much I could do. He's got a terrible run after the fastest lap of the race. He's moving over. We're going around the outside towards the first corner, then hitting the brakes, and again, he dives it in. It's going to cost him on the exit of the corner, so we're on the power as early as we can. He obviously carries it through, but as you come back on the circuit, you have a much worse run. So here we go then, getting some slipstream on Pointy Brain once again, down towards turn 2. Hitting the brakes. I've hit the brakes a little early to not going wide. He's done the opposite, he's gone in wide. We're going to cut on the inside of the turn on the power. There we go, taking the lead again, squeezing him out towards the left-hand side. He's back in front once again. So this is actually a fantastic battle. Obviously, he is cheating a little bit, going off the track in a few places. Obviously, most notably this corner, but we're on the outside here, so he can't put, well, he's still tried anyway. He sort of just pushed me as we go into the next corner. Then looking around the outside of him, obviously before, we got a really good cutback on him on the exit of this corner. We're looking at the inside, we've tapped him a little bit there. So So once again, can we try and do what we done the previous lap? No, we're not on the right line. He's corner cutting again. He's right near the grass. Here we go, another good run as we go towards his right hand, obviously where we had a bit of contact on the previous lap. He's got it a bit wide through turn 8 on the power. He's used the track limits once again as we look up the inside to turn 9. I can't get the front up the inside because again he's used the track limits to his advantage, but this is where we were really fast last time, flicking up the inside. We've got past him already, and here he goes. He's going to go off the track to pass me, isn't he? But he's not quite managed to do it. I've had to go off the track because he was forcing me towards the edge of the circuit, hitting the brakes then. As we go into the last corner, he's just done that to me apparently, but then we go through the last corner. He's going to win the race, but he's surely got a penalty from all that. If he hasn't, I will be surprised. So yeah, some pretty good racing there, I guess. Well, nice battling when I was going past him, but then he was just riding off the circuit to go back past me, so a bit annoying, but hopefully he's got some sort of penalty and we get the victory in this race. So yes, I did get the win, and by quite a bit as well, 1.9 seconds, considering he beat me. He had over a 2-second penalty, so that was pretty bad then. So it was a good race for myself. We didn't quite have the fastest lap. Apparently David had the fastest lap there. We were battling with Pointy Brain for most of the race, so we probably couldn't do the best lap I could have done. So then, from one track I don't like online to another, Mugello, here we are. We're on pole position now, I believe, because I played as Lowe's, so I'm guessing that's me on pole, unless somebody else is playing as Lowe's. There's a Canet alongside us there. Yeah, we are on pole position. Although Mugello isn't too bad online, but the lights are on now, waiting for the lights to go out here. The lights on, and away we go. But yeah, like I was saying, Mugello isn't too bad online. It's definitely not bad for the same reasons as Chang. I'm just not a big fan of Mugello, and it gets picked too much. So that Canet has taken the lead. So it was the guy that's played with Siren before. He's now swapped to Canet as we hit the brakes then for the first corner. We're looking at the inside of him. Oh, wow! Okay, how he's not been taken out there. He is lucky. He is so lucky. 2 Sky VR46 bikes on the grass, completely out of control, dived up the inside of him, and he's actually been missed by both of them. So fair play. I mean, obviously it's quite lucky, but we've got past him now, so we're up into the lead. But there's a Luca Marini on the outside. As we go to this left-hander then, it's Truss. And I've been dive-bombed by somebody. It's 94 Gaming Z, apparently. Somehow we've not crashed the bike, and somehow we've still got a bigger lead out of that. Who absolutely dived. He was definitely off the track when he did that dive, and I've just cut Casanova massively, so that's a 3/10 penalty for me there. It's a fair penalty, but I was just still a bit... I was still put off from the crash from before. But there we go, then we've got to try and get my head down, try and get away here. We've got 1.1 seconds, so I've just messed up Arabiata 2 though. I need to get my head down, start concentrating. So I've got 1.7 second lead at the end of the first lap. So at the end of this lap then, how far are we going to be in front? 1 minute 50.0 on that lap. 3 seconds ahead, so we've got this pretty comfortably. So coming up towards the line then, it's been a pretty easy victory after that dive bomb on the first lap by the Idemitsu bike. That was the last we saw of anybody. So winning by 3.4 seconds there at the end. So we didn't extend our lead by that much on the final lap, to be honest. But the guy that got the fastest lap was the guy that dive bombed us, and he did a 49.2, so it's a very, very quick lap. So then, once again, we're at Mugello for some reason, so I guess we'll play Mugello again. I don't know why it's been picked like twice in a row. It seems to be a bit weird. But this time we're playing as Jake Dixon. So Sam Lowe's in the previous one, Jake Dixon in this one. So I think this will be the penultimate race of the episode. If we ever get past this MotoGP 20 screen, that is. I can hear the bikes revving in the background. But we've just got this loading screen. I think someone with terrible connections during the lobby, they've now disconnected. So Man's Not Hot has disconnected there. We're waiting for the lights to go out here at Mugello. Lights out and away we go. Big wheelie. So we've not started quite as well as we did last time. Although we did lose a place off the start last time. A load of people just suddenly slowing down. Something must have happened because I look behind, I look ahead, and everyone's going dead slow. But now they've all got a really good run again. As we go down towards the first corner, there's a Sky bike that has dived up the inside. He's not made it through. He's actually just got into the gravel there on the inside of Blakey. Blakey squeezes us towards the grass there. There's someone, but it's Dimaseki Pratama, I think. It might be Andy Faudistar, actually. Yeah, Dimaseki Pratama's not in this game. It was in the last one. Oh, a bit of a dive bomb there from a couple of riders. That puts us back up into second place. Blake King leads for now. We just picked up a penalty then by cutting Sciparia. That was pretty bad. I seem to do this at Mugello. I just cut some really weird corners for like absolutely no reason. I just accidentally turn in too early sometimes. So at the end of this first lap then, what's the gap? 7/10 of a second. Obviously got to add on the 2/10 of a second for my penalty as well, so we're about 9/10 behind him. So coming up towards the line then, to start the final lap, Blade King has cleared off from us there, so he's 1.3 seconds in the lead now. I think this is going to be it. I think he's going to win the race. So here we go then, he absolutely disappeared on that last lap. I made a little bit of a mistake as well, trying to catch him up But well-deserved victory there for Blade King. Second place. But both of us were absolutely miles ahead of everybody else. The other person's only just going over the line now. So then 2.1 seconds behind, 2.2 seconds, sorry, behind at the end of the race. He did a 49.0. That's a fantastic lap, so fair play to him. It's a fully deserved victory there. So then here we are at Qatar again for the final race. There's someone crashed in the background, so I'm not sure who that is. I hope that's not me. You can see in the background there, they are on the floor. I think it might be me actually. No, I am on the bike still. But it's a it's a Bezzecchi by the looks of it. But we've got to look forward now for the race. Lights on, away we go. We've had a very poor track selection this time. Obviously we've done 2 tracks twice. So that is a little bit weird. As we go down towards the first corner, then there is an Idemitsu moving towards a Sky VR46 bike. As we go around the outside through the first corner, Miguel dive bombs into the lead. We've actually just dive bombed around the outside, then got a cut back on Miguel because he went even hotter. So we've just gone from about last to first just by a braking manoeuvre. We've been taken out now. No, no. We just had a fantastic start. I've done that to perfection and we get taken out there. Got to look. There's a region on the track. Don't want to accidentally go back in front of anyone. He's actually got back on in front of us, Miguel. And he's just gone for that guy, so I think he's deliberately trying to take people out here. I'm on his inside, hopefully he doesn't take me out again. He's trying to run it around the outside. Trying to squeeze him out a little bit as we go towards turn 6 there. We're going to get sandwiched. We're getting dive bombed and I've just got into the side of that other guy. I'm sorry, that other guy. Miguel was on dive bombing me at the inside when I was trying to get the inside of Man's Not Hot. I don't think I had him off though, so I think it's alright. I don't think he crashed. So that is quite lucky. Yeah, Miguel dive bombing me when I was already trying to dive bomb somebody else. Yeah, it didn't go too well, that one. I probably should have seen it coming, to be honest, but I saw the other guy just going so slow on the side of the track. I was just getting on the inside of him, and then someone comes up the inside of me, so I can't turn in, and then just straight into the side of him we go. Very, very unfortunate. There's a crash there. I don't know how someone crashes there. I've seen the 2012 AI riders crash there before with the anti-wheelie thing, but I've never seen anyone genuinely just crash there, unless it is high-sided, I guess. Closing up to this guy who plays Marini. I've just cut the corner because he's gone so slow through the apex. So side by side, he's trying to squeeze me towards the edge of the track, just pushed me off the track. I'm going around the outside. Yeah, Man's Not Hot is still in front of us, so we didn't take him out, luckily. Obviously, I just went into the side of him, but there was nothing I could really do about it because I was being dive bombed on the inside when I was trying to dive bomb him. I think we're going to get the slipstream. Here we go. The guy that was just going really slow in the corner is slipstreaming me. We've got to watch out on the brakes because everyone braked very early on the first lap because I went right around the outside of all of them. And oh, whoa, okay, those two have just gone down. 2 Marinis have just gone into each other. Oh no, one was a Bezzecchi apparently. It's hard to tell them apart. The red sometimes looks quite orange from a distance. So we're up into 5th, but to be honest, there's a massive gap up ahead. I think this is the highest we're going to get, unfortunately. So what could have been a victory, really, after that great start, looks like it's going to be a pitiful 5th place. And we're still behind that Miguel guy that took us out in the first place. Oh, someone's crashed in front of us. It's going very, very slow. We're going around the outside. There's nothing he could really do. He just obviously crashed at an awkward position. He's got back in front, but it's True 5. Or is it? Yeah, it's a 5 and on S. I think I might have called him Truss in one of the previous races, but it is actually True 5. But we're all over the back of him, so 4th place could definitely be still on the cards here. We've just got to be careful, obviously we don't want to have any more contact in this race. So here we go then, down towards the triple rights, going to the right hand side of the first one, up the inside. He's braked quite early. I've got through. Is he going to hang it around the outside? No, he's not. So we're up into 4th place then, so a podium could still be on the cards. Oh, we've gone a bit wide. They're 3 seconds ahead though. I don't think I can make that up. Although it is to the guy that took us out earlier on. He was a little bit slower, so I'm going to try everything I can. I really want to beat him, of anybody really. Yeah, the Argentine that was battling with me at the first race here, obviously before me and him were battling. He's got the fastest lap of the race, which I'm not surprised by. He was very, very fast. 1 minute 58 there for myself, so I need to up my pace a little bit. So as we come through the last corner, then it wasn't quite enough. We gained a lot on him, to be honest, on this last lap. We've gained so much time on Miguel. But he is unfortunately going to beat us, so the Rammers win this time. But it is going to be 4th place, which isn't a terrible result considering the first lap we had. But it's not the way I wanted to end off the video, unfortunately. So then only half a second behind him at the end. It was very, very close to beating him, but just not enough, unfortunately. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.